All right, let's dive into one of the biggest mysteries for new parents, baby sleep. Today, we're going to break down how to work with your baby's biology, not against it, to get everyone more rest.
Does this sound familiar? You are completely exhausted. You're ready to crash, but your little one is just wide awake, staring at you like it's the middle of the afternoon. It can feel so confusing and, let's be honest, pretty frustrating.
Well, here's the good news. You are so not alone, and your baby is definitely not doing it on purpose. It all comes down to this amazing biological process called the circadian rhythm, and we're going to show you exactly how to gently guide it. So let's give this thing a name. We'll call it the midnight party problem. You know what I'm talking about, that chaotic, unpredictable sleep that can make those first few months just feel like one big blur. Now, what's so important to get is that every single one of these things is completely normal. Newborns sleep in these short little bursts around the clock for a very simple reason. Their internal body clock hasn't been set yet. They literally don't know the difference between 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. So let's talk about that internal clock, because really understanding this one concept is the key to unlocking longer stretches of sleep for the whole family. The official term is circadian rhythm. Think of it like your baby's own personal 24-hour operating system that tells them when to feel sleepy or when to feel alert. But here's the catch. It doesn't come pre-programmed. It has to learn from the world around it. And this really shows you the difference, right? As adults, our clocks are set. We naturally feel sleepy when it's dark and alert when it's light. A baby's rhythm, on the other hand, only starts to get stable around 3 to 4 months old. Until then, they need our help to learn all the cues.
So, how do we help them learn? Well, it turns out the most powerful tool we have is something that's surprisingly simple. It all comes down to what sleep experts call the 30-minute rule.
That's right. Research shows again and again that the single most effective thing you can do is create a predictable bedtime. It's not about fancy gadgets or complicated methods. It's about simple repetition. And this is the magic number, 30 minutes. The goal is to keep your baby's bedtime within the same 30-minute window every single night. This is the absolute foundation for building that healthy sleep rhythm.
Let's look at what this really means. The goal is that predictable rhythm, right? A bedtime that's always between, say, 6:45 and 7:15. The problem is a scattered schedule. 6 p.m. one night, 9 p.m. the next. Your baby's body just can't sync up to that kind of randomness.
I absolutely love this quote from the research because it just nails it. Those seemingly small changes from night to night, they create a really chaotic signal for your baby's developing body clock, and that leads to much bigger sleep challenges down the road. Okay, so we get the problem, and we know the solution is all about consistency. Let's move on to the playbook, the actual actionable steps you can start using tonight. It really just comes down to these 4 simple, consistent habits: prioritizing daylight, creating bedtime signals, using supportive sleepwear, and my personal favorite, keeping nights boring. These aren't complicated sleep training rules. They're just gentle cues that help your baby's body learn the rhythm of the day. First up, daylight. This is one of the most powerful signals you can possibly send. Taking morning walks, throwing open the blinds first thing, this helps regulate your baby's melatonin production and basically screams to their brain, hey, light means it's time to be awake and active. Just as important is creating clear signals that sleep is on its way. A short 3 to 5 step routine done in the exact same order every night, like a bath, pajamas, feeding, a book, sends a powerful message to their nervous system that the stimulating world is closing down for the night. And for that final habit, just remember this: nights are for sleep mode. When you do have to get up for a feeding or a diaper change, keep it all business. Low lights, quiet voices, very little interaction. The more boring nights are, the quicker your baby learns that nighttime is for resting. So, the key is to avoid these common traps: random bedtimes, bright lights before bed, and making naps feel exactly like night sleep. All of that just sends confusing signals. And remember to keep an eye on their sleep clothes. A baby who is too warm will wake up way more often, so breathable layers are your best friend. Now, for the part I know you've been waiting for. What's the payoff for all this consistency? And when can you actually expect to see it? Well, the progress is gradual, but it is steady. Around 8 to 12 weeks, you'll start to see your baby recognize the routine. Then by 3 to 4 months, as their own circadian rhythm physically matures, that's when the routine really locks in, and you'll see those longer sleep cycles start to happen. Just remember, consistency compounds. Every little bit helps. And that brings us to our final
And maybe the most important takeaway of all, this isn't about forcing a baby to sleep. It's about teaching them. Sleep improves because their body learns the rhythm of when to feel sleepy. By creating a consistent and predictable world for them, you are giving them one of the greatest gifts you can, the foundation for a lifetime of healthy sleep.